Digo, niña Berna.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Oh, recuerdo usted hace 5 años. Estábamos hablando de señor Romero.
Sí.
Y tú dices, a mí, are you walking to heaven? ¿Está caminando
Sí.
al cielo?
Ya hay una gran esperanza
Yeah.
que ya va a estar en el cielo.
Yeah.
Ya está, ¿verdad? Pero no nos lo han dicho.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mucho gusto.
Soy Bruce.
Este es Sister Bernadette.
Bernadette.
Thank you for remember.
Oh, escribí un poema solamente con su voz. We are all. He touched your heart. Él tocaba tu corazón.
Sí.
Vámonos a caminar. We are all walking to heaven.
Ajá.
En sus palabras.
Es palabra.
Gracias. Yeah.
Bueno, vamos caminando pues.
Sí, vamos caminando.
Este año tenemos 500 años de que nació Santa Teresa de Jesús. This year we complete 5 centennials Santa Teresa of Jesus born in Ávila, Spain.
Uh-huh.
And then
Yeah.
when she died, he said to his company, it's time to walk up, to walk.
Ajá.
It's time to walk.
Santo walk. Tiempo para caminar.
Así es.
Yeah.
Entonces, al ratito ella murió. In the very moment he died.
Yeah.
When somebody asked her, when do you will die? When the, ¿cómo se dice almendras? No.
Almonds? Almonds?
Almonds?
The almonds?
When the almond be in blossom, then I will die. And his company was seen through the window. And she saw the almonds blossom. And she remembered what she said and tell to the other sister. Santa Teresa said, when the almonds blossom, I will die. Today she will die. And this day, he died. She died.
Yeah.
In March the 15th is the very day we will celebrate. No, 28. March 28.
Wow.
We will celebrate
Okay.
5 centennials.
Okay.
He born in Spain.
Yeah. Fui a ver a Teresa en España hace
usted fue.
8 años. Sí.
Qué
Yeah.
lindo.
Yeah.
Sí. Ella, todo su cuerpo está dado en all his part of his body were given. Several churches had an arm, something like or other in different parts of the body. And his book, he related his life is en, ¿cómo se llama aquel museo que está en el sur del Prado? ¿Será el que está al sur de España?
El libro de Juan.
El libro de su vida.
De su vida. Yeah. Yeah.
Otra letra. Y anduvo perdido. He was lost in his book. But then finally they found out the book and put in the ministry.
Yeah. Preciosa.
Precioso.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
you are welcome.
Okay. Sister Bernadette, huh?
Yes,
Soy Jim.
Jim. Senior heart remains alive. He was buried on the grass first, and 3 years after that, they took from the grass and put on the grotto, and they find out very well preserved. And we hope the heart continue in this condition at the grotto. This large stone down, sign the point they put the heart, Monsignor's heart. Never we speak out, but 5 years ago, the general vicar that saw that spoke out by television, and then we now can tell you this. But before, it's a miracle. His car is working good. No last time he was taken out for paint, to paint the car. And it's working good, yet they maintain in good shape. All these placas come from his first tomb. The first tomb was on the cathedral, up in the floor at the level of the street. 17 years remaining there, the coffin. But later they asked to move the coffin to the basement, where it probably will have the tomb. But they need to decorate this room, and then took the coffin and put down. Last many years to arrange all the basement because it was abandoned. But they put new floor, paint the walls, put many lights in there, and arrange an altar, beautiful altar. In the back the altar, they made the ground to put the Monsignor's coffin. And now it's resting there. And Papa Francisco told that he will have 2 trips to America. And in one of these trips, he will came to El Salvador and then proclaim Beato Monsignor. And probably this year he will be proclaimed Beato.
Let's pray
The
for
Pope.
them.
Yes.
Papa Francisco is enthusiastic to the Salvadorian people, and he promised to proclaim Monsignor. We don't know the date because they said we'll come to Philadelphia and Mexico in the same trip, and later or before we'll go to the South America. In those 2 occasions, he will arrive to El Salvador. The most convenient trip. He will take the occasion to come, and we will have him here. This bust, is a bust, come from Massachusetts.
Oh, really?
The people from there love Monsignor and came frequently, and they sent to the casita. And our pastor put the large letter, but people start to criticize, no prophet, no martyr. And he heard that, and then he added the small letter. The poor call in this way without prevention the judgment of the church. They put in the small letters in there. And they criticize stuff. We will go into those pictures were made by a Salvadorian artist. Beautiful painters in here. Inside, we have two paint pictures. One was donated by the First Lady, la que salió, Banda Piñate. In the other room, other picture made by a Spanish artist. And the Banda Piñate gift made by Salvadorian. It's beautiful, looks like a picture. And we keep in there all the belongings that Monsignor used in his life. And you are welcome. If you have any question, we are ready. Here we have air conditioning. And then we got in this room we keep the robes and blood. You can see the hole of the bullet up to the pocket in the gray shirt. And all this. And the picture is in the very moment because was announced by radio that mass and many photographers and journalists came to take pictures of the Monsignor. And all this belongs to him. In here, you can read the personal documentos, Monsignor. Passport, ID card, license driver, etc. All this belong to him. And of course, the robe he used in this very day, 35 years ago. The chalice he couldn't use because he was extending the clothing to put that when he received the child. And this coffin is to put the book in the altar. You can see in the altar all these things. This is the very, and the other a week later on March the 30th when he was buried. And his homily in that mass when he died. That is his homily. That he preaches that day. These were reunions in the provincial congress, and then they invite Monsignor to take the picture, the remember picture, and that was he appeared on those pictures. You are free to take picture. In this room they said no flash, but in the other rooms you can use the flash. I will put light in there. You stay here whatever you need.
Está bien. Ahorita sí,
all these things he used for sacraments. the oil when he consecrates a priest, confirmando unction of executivo, etc. Agendas in there. And the chalice was given by all the seats. He held his book of prayer and the heart and everything. People that visit gave to us pictures that they have at home, but we don't know the story. And this is made by Fernando, ¿cómo se llama? El artista de la palma.
George.
Ajá, él. Monsignor liked to use this. He's portraying there with using this. Then this is his processional crucifix. And those are gifts that his brother received for the nation. And this is his mother with 4 of his children. He was the second. And father and mother. Yo le bautizan. This is Rutilio. And he called her copatrona with Our Lady of Rosary. And this is his bedroom, all the same. The doors were wooden doors, but they changed to wood. This picture is beautiful. The First Lady gave to the hospital. And this room where Monsignor visited for the 6th when they killed Rutilio Grande. They went there to make known what happened in El Salvador to the Pope. Here I was living for 14 years.
Okay. Where in Honduras?
Lloro,
Lloro?
in a small a city that they call Olanchito.
Uh-huh. And what was your childhood like?
Excuse me.
Su niñez.
En Honduras.
Yeah, ¿y cómo pasó? ¿Cómo pasaba su niñez?
De lo más lindo con mis papás, mis hermanos.
¿Cuántos hermanos?
Somos 7.
7.
2 ya están en el cielo, el mayor y el más joven.
Ajá.
Estamos 5.
Ajá.
Bien, viven en San Pedro Sula.
Conozco San Pedro de Sula.
Qué bonito. Mañana voy yo a visitarlos.
Oh.
Primero Dios, que voy a viajar mañana.
Okay.
Para San Pedro Sula a ver a mis hermanos.
¿Y cuándo recibió su llamada a Dios?
Yo tenía 23 años cuando entré. Y entonces me vine aquí a El Salvador. Aquí estuve 4 años. Y aquí me mandaron ya profesa a Guatemala. Allí pasé lo más de mi vida religiosa, 35 años. Pero estuve un tiempo en la provincia de Estados Unidos.
¿Dónde?
En diferentes partes.
Wow.
Un lugar muy lindo es Notre Dame, Indiana, en South Bend.
She was there?
En el campus.
Notre Dame.
Model Seminary.
¿Qué estudió?
Yo era maestra.
¿Maestra de cuáles sujetos?
De elementary school.
Okay.
Masters in
Y
Elementary
aquí
Education.
trabajé en Guatemala
Okay.
muchos años. Estuve en México también, pero en Estados Unidos en several states. When Monsignor died, I was in Illinois, in San Vida Bay College, the Benedictine monks in there. Later, I was living in St. Louis, Missouri, Kenrick Seminary. Then in Oklahoma, with the other Vincentian priests.
Okay. ¿Conoce el Benedicto David Standel Ras?
No.
No?
No.
Ah,
David Duncan in
Okay.
St. Vida Bay.
ok, no
He
conozco.
was the abbot
Ok.
at that time.
¿Y cuándo regresó?
Regresé en 1989, desde el año 69, 20 años, ¿verdad?
Sí.
In several parts, and every night, no, twice a week, we went to school by night
Ah,
and learned to speak English.
oh. Gracias. Para su-
But at the convent, we never speak English, but Spanish.
Okay.
And when I came back, they sent to me here, and I said to Monsignor, you can help me to tell the story in English, because I wrote a story, and I read it in English to Monsignor and said, I want to say all this to the American, only people speaking English.
Okay.
And he helped me, and then is what I can tell you the story. It's a miracle.
Yes.
You
Gracias.
will see the altar, and you will see the main door where the assassin stopped his car, and from there, outside in front, they sent the weapon to Monsignor.
Oh. Okay.
He was extending the corporal when he received the chant. No, the Eucharist don't celebrate, because in this very moment they will put in there that chalice, but he didn't use. When he received the chant, his last movement was taking the edges of the altar, but immediately lost his faith, pulled the clothing and went back. You will see in the wall the sign where his head was. But you can see very well the pictures in the chapel and then compare. The chapel remained in the same way when Monsignor was alive. And you are welcome.